My name's Chris Corbin, and I'm interim principal here at Unseld Childhood Learning Center. And I couldn't be happier that we were selected to have a kickoff celebration for 1,000 books by kindergarten. And I also want to introduce you Miss Roby's class and Miss Long's class, who are here to also share in the excitement of this day. One thing I wanted to add, the students are starting a new unit for preschool in this age group called Community. We just finished a unit on family. So what a better opportunity for the kids to engage with the community, the Louisville Public Library, the mayor's office, Dr. Hargens. So we're just so happy for you all to be here, and just I can't thank you enough. So I'm going to turn it over to Mayor Fischer. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Chris. Well, good morning, everybody. It's always great to be here at the Unseld Early Childhood Center in Newburg, with all the great history of the Unselds in Newburg as well. So I thank you all for hosting us, and I want to congratulate you and our young student leaders here as well, and the adults who love them, for the outstanding job that's been done here on reading. When you think about 100% completion of the 1,000 books before kindergarten initiative, that's a big deal to have 100%. So I want to say thank you guys so much for your attention and focus on that, and for our young students for listening and learning their letters and numbers as well. That's a really big deal for our community, because we know, and I hope everybody knows now, how important it is to read, really from prenatal all the way through the end of the game. And that early formation of the brain really requires that type of stimulus, and the model that comes from reading as well. So when you think about the parents and the professionals and all the other caregivers that are doing this, what we're doing is we're helping these young kids get on the path to a longer, richer, safer, and happier life. And we need to follow their example and get more involved with our youngest citizens with reading as well. We know, and the science is clear about this, that reading to kids early on in their life helps them build language skills, vocabulary, and improved attention spans, and we need all those for our kids to be able to be ready for kindergarten. JCPS has just been a fantastic, obviously, leader in this area. You would expect them to be, and they are. So at JCPS preschools and other child care facilities here in Louisville, they are our leaders to help us with our goal to make sure that every child has the opportunity to reach their potential. And this program is all about that. It's also why, as a city, we established the early childhood pillar of our Cradle to Career program, which we're working in partnership with Metro United Way. United Way owns that pillar. It's one of the 4 pillars in our system of lifelong learning. Kindergarten readiness today is really critical to professional readiness 15 to 20 years down the road. So we were all admiring these young leaders as they were walking in here. They're all so calm and looking good, and then they're going to grow up. But the skills that they need right now are the skills that they're going to use 20 years from now. We need kids to show up to kindergarten ready to learn. The truth is, if we have people, right now we've got a gap. Our most advantaged kids sometimes are 3 years ahead of our least advantaged kids by the age of 6. And we're expecting all those kids to perform well in kindergarten. When you're starting 3 years behind, that's really hard to do. So reading to kids helps close that gap. It's as simple and fundamental as that. Now, we've had some good news. In the past few years, our community has increased our kindergarten readiness from 30% to around 50%. We're going to do more, because we're committed to reaching our goal of 77% ready by the year 2020, and the progress we've made shows that we can achieve that goal. One big method to do that is the library's 1,000 books before kindergarten challenge. That fits right in with that goal and right in with our Cradle to Career system as well. So I really want to thank our partners at the Community Foundation of Louisville for supporting this vital initiative. And we want to encourage all families, caregivers, and concerned citizens here in Louisville to help us create a city where our kids are reading at least 1,000 books before they enter kindergarten. The people here at the Unseld Early Childhood Center are certainly doing it, and they've shown us the way. And because of their work, hundreds of children started kindergarten this fall ready to learn. So congratulations to everybody here. Thank you for your hard work. We're going to have a few more remarks, and then you know what we're going to do after that, Lawrence? We're going to read a book. All right. So let's now hear from Dr. Hargens, our great superintendent. Donna Hargens.
So I'm excited to be here at the Unseld Early Childhood Center, but I'm excited to be here because we're talking about books and we're talking about reading. And as the mayor said, last year at this center, every one of the students at the center actually met this challenge and met this goal. So reading 1,000 books might seem hard, but 3,000 students last year overall did it. And again, every child at the Unseld Early Childhood Learning Center did it. So you know, as the mayor said, when you start reading, you develop a habit for reading, and you develop a love for reading. And what reading does is open the world up to you. And this is a doable goal, and it is something that we want every parent and every caregiver and every family to get engaged in. Even reading the same book helps. So you know, reading for pleasure, spending time with your children around something is important, models that reading is important, that reading is something that you value. So we are so proud to have this partnership with the Louisville Free Public Library and the 1,000 Books Before Kindergarten program. And we're committed to making sure all of our students do this and meet this goal. And I have to connect what we're doing here today with Vision 2020, which is our strategic plan. Remember, an important part of our strategic plan is everyone reading by 3rd grade. We know that's a gateway and that's an important milestone, but it starts early, it starts reading early, and it starts with early childhood education. So early childhood, reading by 3rd grade are an important part of Vision 2020. And we want to make sure in JCPS that all students graduate prepared, that every one of these students crosses the finish line ready for the next step of their life's journey. And it all starts today by reading. So I really think that these students could read how many books in one day? A lot, right? So start today, start early, and keep reading until you reach the 1,000. And we want to make sure that every family and every organization grabs a book and helps our students be on the pathway to success. So thank you.
Thank you, Donna. One of the ways you can see our city's dedication to books is through the investments we're making in the Louisville Free Public Library system. The Southwest Regional Library has been completed. The South Central Regional Library will be completed next year as well. These are magnificent testimonies to lifelong learning and all the opportunities available in there. Jim Blanton heads our library system, is just doing a great job, and I'm sure he's going to encourage us to read even more. Jim?
The library's 1,000 Books Before Kindergarten Challenge program promotes early literacy by encouraging reading at home, in a daycare or preschool, and rewarding children along the way. While 1,000 books may seem like a lot, it can be accomplished in less than a year by reading as little as 15 minutes per day, and that's just 3 picture books, very doable. The challenge, sponsored by the Library Foundation and the Community Foundation of Louisville, is free and open to children, beginning at birth or expectant mothers as well. A free reading log is available for pickup at the Louisville Free Public Library location to help families track their reading progress. Each time you read a book with your child, record it in your reading log. If you read the same book over and over again, it counts each time so you can keep going. Stories read to a child at daycare or at preschool, or at the library story times, or even at grandma's house count. Those are you get incentives that are given throughout the program as families reach certain milestones. Read 1,000 books before kindergarten and your child will receive a free book of their very own. The 1,000 Books program was launched at LFPL in January of 2014, and the challenge to read has been met with great success. Since the program began, nearly 20,000, that's 20,000, children have been signed up, with more than 2,800 having read 1,000 books or more, and 5,300 have reached a milestone, so that's just phenomenal. To learn more about the program, visit your local library, or you can visit us on the web at lfpl.org/1000books. And now's my favorite part. With great pleasure, I present the Unseld Early Learning Center with a special prize. Because every student in this preschool completed the 1,000 book challenge last year, the center was entered into a prize drawing for our grand prize, a $500 gift card to Barnes & Noble booksellers. And you all won. You did a great job. This $500 gift card can be used to purchase books and other learning materials for the Unseld Center at any Barnes & Noble bookstore or online at their website. Congratulations, everyone. We so appreciate your school's commitment to these kids and your continued support to the 1,000 Books Before Kindergarten program. Thank you so much. And to receive the award,
This has been a Metro TV production, a public service of Louisville Metro government.